What's up, green team? Yes, I am in my vehicle. We are rolling out. We have a storm coming our way, so I already had to do groceries, and I was going to order the stuff from Walmart like I did the last couple of times, but I didn't want to risk not getting something because I know if I'm in the grocery store, I can decide, like if I don't see what I need, I can decide to grab something else. So I didn't want to risk them not substituting something that they couldn't find. So I just felt like it was better for me just to go run in, grab what I need, and then run back out. So that's what I am doing today. The weird thing is my skin is so sensitive sometimes to certain things, and I have like first I thought it was like maybe a wind burn or a sunburn. I wasn't sure because I don't really leave out of the house a whole lot, but I got some type of irritation on my nose and like right on the side of the bridge of my nose, and I haven't been able to figure out what it is because it's red, it's irritated, and it's peeling. So the way that it's peeling makes me feel like it's sunburn. And so I'm hoping, because it is a little painful, I'm hoping that that's not what it is. But the other thing is that, you know, we're wearing these masks. And so it's actually in the area of where the mask crosses over my nose. So now I have to do some research to see what these masks are made out of, to see if maybe I'm allergic to something in it. And so that's the other possibility, is that the irritation is on the bridge of my nose and on the side where the mask crosses my face. So I don't know. Her skin is just sensitive, I guess. Anyway, so I'm headed out to Walmart, and I don't need to do like a whole lot of groceries. You never want to do a lot of perishable stuff, especially in preparation of a storm. And for those who don't know, because we get hurricanes and stuff here in Texas, because you get all this perishable stuff and then the power goes out, you're going to find yourself in a bad situation for two reasons. One, because you don't have any way to store the stuff, so it goes bad. And then if you have electric stove instead of gas stove, you can't cook it unless you do the barbecue pit, because you don't have any power to cook on the stove. And then you can't really go outside and cook on the barbecue pit because there's a storm. So, you know, whenever you're preparing for a storm, it's best to stock up on non-perishable food items, things that transport well. And what I like is that my husband and my son, they eat a lot of tuna, and so now they make the tuna in packets, so you don't even have to have, I mean, I always have a can opener anyway, but you don't even have to have a can opener because you can just tear the packet open. And then they have those packets that you can tear open with the mayo and mustard and all that kind of stuff, and that stuff lasts, you know, for a while. So you can find all sorts of condiments and things like that that don't have to be in a jar, don't have to be refrigerated. You know, you can keep them and you can make like tuna sandwiches and stuff like that. So so there's a lot of things that you can purchase to prepare for the storm. So we have I always give my son his own case of water because he drinks a lot of water, and instead of trying to share with us, he got his own case, and it usually lasts him a while. So he has a case of water. We have a couple cases of water, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to grab another case of water. And then they like those juice packets and stuff like that. So there are some necessities that I need to grab, and then there are some things that, you know, it's always nice to have if you want to have a treat or something like that during a time like this, because we're already confined to our home for the most part due to the coronavirus. But now with the storm coming in, you're going to be restricted even more so. So it's a good idea to, you know, try to have things that you like, not just stuff that you need. Because sometimes you might want to watch a movie or something, as long as you got power. Oh, that's the other thing, you know, for those of y'all who don't think about it, you know, I have a battery pack, and I can't think of what brand it is. I'll have to, I'll go ahead and post a picture of it right here. But it's a portable battery pack, you know, to charge my cell phone and other devices. When you're dealing with times like this, as long as you have power, you want to make absolutely certain that you not only charge up your cell phone, but you charge up your devices that will charge your cell phone when you don't have power. So I believe, I don't know if it's like 3 hours, 6 hours, how many hours of power I get out of that battery cell. But if your phone is charged up and you're not all on the internet and all that kind of stuff, looking at things, well, yeah, I guess you can be on the internet if you don't have any power, because if you have data. So as long as you're not all on the internet, you know, looking at stuff, running your battery down, your phone should last you for a good while. If all of you know, if you're only using it to make calls or whatever. So during the storm, you probably want to turn off your Wi-Fi. You want to turn off, you know, turn off everything that's running in the background that you're not, that you don't absolutely have to use. That way it saves your battery. You don't have all these apps and stuff running in the background pulling on your battery. And then you have your battery pack that's charged up. So your devices ought to last you a while. Now, I do have a tablet, and you know, a lot of these services will offer you an opportunity to download, you know, or you may have like a good thing to do would be to download your movies and stuff. If you have, like, I have like a 3 terabyte flash drive, you can put movies and stuff like that on there, and then that way you can plug it into your tablet, and if your tablet is all charged up, you can sit there and watch movies on your tablet. And it might be stuff that you've already seen before, but that's okay, because all you're doing is looking for entertainment. That's it. So these are just some things that I was thinking about, you know. So one of the things that I'm going to do today is spend time charging up all of my devices and making sure that my battery pack, because I have more than one, you know, so that I can charge up my devices, you know, before they run low or run out. Make sure that's, you know, those things are charged up too. So we're just getting ready, you know, bracing for the storm, and it's all about, you know, entertaining each other. Another thing you can do if you don't want to watch movies, you know, running down your battery, things like that, is, you know, having board games and, you know, other things that you can do. If you're a person that likes popcorn, I know you got microwave popcorn, but, and to me, you know, that popcorn after a while, you know, doesn't taste the same. Buy you some popcorn, the bag popcorn, the popcorn that's already popped, or snacks that's made with popcorn, like or that, you know, make you feel like you're eating popcorn, like rice cakes, that sort of thing, because it has this, you know, a similar texture. So if you're a person that like to eat popcorn with your movie, you know, get you some popcorn that's already popped and just treat yourself. And one of the things I like to do is I'll get like a cheese flavor, a hot flavor, and a sweet flavor, and just mix it all together, make me like a little medley of popcorn, and that's what I eat on, because you got like a combination of flavors going on. So that's another thing that you could do. I would, if you have the freezer space, grab about 3 or 4 bags of ice. And one of the reasons is, like, again, if you lose power and you do have some perishable items, that is not a lot, but you definitely don't want to lose those items. And there's a way for you to, like lunch meat, you don't have to cook lunch meat, but you don't want to have to throw it out either. So what you could do is you could go ahead and put the lunch meat in the cooler on ice, and then y'all can have sandwiches. So it's stuff like that, you know, to think about. If you, especially if you're a person that has a deep freezer, you can get you 3 or 4 bags of ice and keep the drinks cool and keep your perishable items chilled down and things like that. So just don't go buy a bunch of stuff that you have to worry about, but you probably will still have a few things that will need to stay a certain temperature in order for you to be able to eat them. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on here in Houston. We're bracing for a storm, and there's 2 sitting out in the Gulf. For Louisiana, looks like they're gonna, you know, have the potential to be hit by both, and I imagine it'll probably be both at the same time, which is never good, because of the span of the storm. They anticipate, if they're not already a hurricane, that there'll be a hurricane transition from a tropical storm to a hurricane. So it looks like they're supposed to be really close together, and if they are, then they kind of, you know, come in at the same time over you know, the same piece of land. So my son showed me images that somebody took out in Galveston, and it was like all these funnels, and I'm like, if that's out in Galveston now, that storm is gonna be here before Monday. So I was like, okay. Oh, the other thing is gas. Y'all want to make sure y'all get gassed up. I don't anticipate we'll have to evacuate anywhere, but you daggone sure don't want to be caught with not having, you know, gas in your car, because you just don't know what's gonna happen. So once I finish at the store, I'm gonna, you know, roll through to the gas station and, you know, top off my tank and make sure my car, you know, is full and stuff. So, and then my husband had to work today, so I'm gonna send him a message for him to go to the gas station to fill up his car as well. So we ought to be good. I'm not gonna worry about my son's car, because as long as we got 2 vehicles with, you know, gas in it, we ought to be good to go. But yeah, so that's what's going on. So once I get here, I'm gonna cut y'all off, and I'll come back and let you know, if I was able to find everything I needed. The other thing is, y'all be on the lookout for some information regarding my September celebration. September Babies Rock. Woohoo! It will start on the 1st and it'll end the last day of the month. And we are going to be doing all sorts of stuff, giveaways and some members only videos, members only live streams, with games and all sorts of stuff. So I am very, very excited, and we'll keep y'all posted. But y'all keep an eye out for the community posts and the videos where we'll be talking about what's going on. So, anywho, we will see y'all later. All right, y'all. So I am leaving Walmart, and I found everything except for 2 things that I needed. And unfortunately, those were the 2 things I needed the most because they were for my son. And one of the things was a collared red shirt that he needed for work. So now I have to try to figure out, because the only other store that I would be able to get that from is Target, and Target is in the completely opposite direction and way up the freeway. So I'm not really sure what to do at this point. I think I might have to text him, because he's gonna have to go over. He's where Target is, because he's at work right now. So where Target is, he is actually closer to Target, way closer than where I am. So he's gonna have to go over to Target and see if they got the red collar white shirts. The other thing that he needed, he has, because his dad has the same issue with ingrown hair. They can't shave because the irritation. My son's, his face is like ballooned up because he has hair bumps, and it pushes the pus that's in the hair bumps, it pushes it back into his cheek, and he needs, usually what we do is put Campofonique on it. He'll wash it real good, pat it dry, and then treat it with the Campofonique, and the Campofonique dries it up. And especially if he catches it really early, you know, he doesn't have this problem. But he didn't say anything when his face broke out. So needless to say, he's in a state right now because the hair bumps have, you know, kind of gotten out of control. So anyway, I am going to grab me something to eat real quick. I do have some boiled eggs on at home, but I didn't, you know, they weren't done by the time I left, and I am so hungry, and I'm in a tremendous amount of pain because I can't eat until I can't take my medicine until I eat. Okay. So I got me something to eat, and now I'm headed home. So but as far as like the groceries and stuff, I got everything I needed. So I was glad about that. And I don't know if y'all remember, I told you that my husband, he loves those the Sam's brand sparkling water, the Fuji apple flavor. They had a whole bunch of them in there. So I was able to grab him some of those. I know he'll be happy about that. So I made sure I got us some snacks. I didn't buy anything that you really had to cook. I did, because they had, I think it was the StarKist brand and the Great Value brand tuna packets were $1. So I got some of those, and I always try to get, because they have like this Thai Asian flavor, and I haven't tasted it, but I just imagine that would be interesting with a little, I probably should have gotten that lane because I need to get gas, but I'll just have to make my way over. But I figure it has like a little sweet oil, some sesame oil. Oh, I actually can go because there's no traffic coming. So let me get over in this lane so that I can, when I make my turn, I have a Kroger's rewards card. And the last time I did groceries, the last time I had to stop on the way home for groceries, I went to Kroger and I racked up quite a few points. So I like that because I don't know if y'all have a Kroger or a Kroger chain affiliate that has a gas station, and we get fuel points. And one time I had so many points on my my Kroger card that it dropped my gas from like 2 something, I know it was 2 something, down to like $1.19 a gallon. So I was pretty excited about that. So I'm gonna go see now if I got any Kroger points. It doesn't matter whether I do or not. because I still have to get gas. So, but I get more gas for less money if I have Kroger points. So, we gonna see if I got any Kroger points. And I'm just gonna go ahead and top her off. The little guy that's up here is usually pretty good about telling me if I have points. Every now and then there's somebody in there that they don't say anything. I have to ask them. And then sometimes when I ask them, they be looking at me all funny like they don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, you better get my points. Get my points now. Look like some of the pumps are blocked off. What is he doing? I ain't gonna have to wait in line. Is that front pump blocked off too? No. Is that one working? Is that one okay? I lucked out. People waiting in line. I guess they figured this pump wasn't working. So I pulled right up. He said it was okay. So little guy's working on a pump or something back there. All right, y'all. Be right back. Okay, so I got my gas, and I only got 10 cents off, and I put 20 in, so it took me right to the full line. So I have to make sure that I text my husband and tell him before he leave work. I mean, you know, before he makes it home, to stop and get gas. And then I also have to communicate to my son that he'll need to go over to Target and get his shirts and a campo Nick. I'm hoping they have it, but even if they don't have it, you know what? They just built a brand new CVS over here by my house. So I think I'm gonna run over there real quick before I go home, and at least that way, if they have the Campo Fanique, all he has to do is get his shirts. So, I mean, I gotta bypass my house, and it's at the end of the block, but I don't have to go, you know, that far out of the way, because all I do is go there and then come out the back parking lot and then just come home. But it's literally off the main street where we turn in to go into our gated community. So I think I'm gonna run over there real quick and see if they got. I'm sure they got some Campo Fanique. I can't believe Walmart was complete. They was completely out of Campo Fanique, and they had every color shirt with a collar on it, because we're talking like the polo style shirts. Every color shirt except red. He said he looked online and he priced them, but I'm like, I wonder if he was looking at a particular location and wasn't aware, or if that was like Walmart.com and they don't carry it actually in the store. So I don't know, but we're gonna see if we can resolve this Campo Fanique issue, and then that way all he gotta do is grab his shirts. So y'all enjoy this time lapse real quick as I drive where I gotta go. Alright, so they didn't have the Campo Fanique, but the pharmacist took me over to the section where the liquid Campo Fanique usually is, which is like where the first aid stuff is, and he helped me find an alternative, which I think this is going to be really good, because it does have camphor, because anytime you're trying to treat something that's flared up and you want to dry it up, you want like camphorated oil or some type of camphor in it, because that's what that that type of ingredient, because camphor is an essential oil, and that's what you want to have. But it has camphor, and then it also has, I'm trying to be careful because they're building this gas station over here, and I don't want to run over anything, but it has camphor, and then it also has eucalyptus oil, lanolin, menthol, and white petrolatum. And I'm not really sure what white petrolatum is, but I'm gonna look at that when I get home. But the fact that it has eucalyptus and camphor in it, he shouldn't have any trouble. This is actually good for not just drying it up, but also pain relief. So it's like a topical pain relief as well. So anyway, I'm gonna head on to the house. I'm just literally, I'm outside the community where I live, and I'm gonna head on in, unload these groceries, and go ahead and eat my food, because I was eating on like the little potatoes that come with my breakfast. Go ahead and eat my food so I can take my medicine, because my left hip is cutting the food. All right, I will holler at y'all next time. But y'all know we don't get out of here without saying, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.